Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So we got some pretty big news today, and that is of course DC's new slate of projects from James Gunn and Peter Safran, but James Gunn was the one presenting it. I'm really excited to get into this. Sorry, I just happen to be wearing a Marvel shirt. I really just have. I swear it's only because I've been wearing this today. I swear it's not because I was planning on doing this video today. But I'm really excited about this. But just some points. I am going to do the top all 10 new DCU projects ranked by excitement. I'm going to record that next alongside, because as we're recording this, I've finished all of my Power Rangers movie reviews. I just haven't reviewed them yet. Upload them yet. So I'm going to record this, the 10 DC projects ranked by my excitement, and then my favorite Power Rangers movie fight scenes. So let's get into this first thing. So the first thing that I took note of is that movies, TV series, and video games will be connected, which I think that's very cool. And the fact that James Gunn was even like, will take the actors from the movies and put them in the video game and do the voices for their respective characters, I was like, great. That's exactly what I wanted. Like, normally you get like a tie-in video game, but you don't get any of the actors or developers that were involved with the movies involved with the game. So the fact that he basically just confirmed that made me really happy. This first chapter is called Gods and Monsters. So basically kind of similar to the way that the MCU has Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3. This is not all the chapter, this is just the beginning of the chapter, which I think that is really cool the way that they did this. And the characters that they have in this phase is really, really cool, and I see why they called this part Gods and Monsters. So apparently the first project that's an animated series is called Creature Commandos. Now I know nothing about this series, but it looks like that the character from the Suicide Squad, the big giant like raccoon or whatever, is gonna be in it. So like, I liked James Gunn's Suicide Squad, but I didn't love it. I think it was one of those overrated sequels, because I don't think that the original gets much love that it deserves. So that's probably a video I'll do in the future. But yeah, so it's really cool that we got a lineup for Creature Commandos. I think that's really, really cool. And the fact that we got a live action, that they're developing a live action TV series called Waller with Viola Davis returning as Amanda Waller from the original Suicide Squads, and even kind of having her daughter in Peacemaker. So I think that's really cool that you have Viola Davis returning as Amanda Waller. I think that's kind of cool. And okay, so another thing that they said that I forgot to mention this up top. So everything that's Matt Reeves' Batman's, Todd Phillips' Joker's, Teen Titans Go, and all that stuff is called DC Elseworlds. So I think that that's such a great idea to have like your R-rated, PG-rated stuff for kids. I think that that's really, really cool. But getting into the main films that and series that are going to be a part of the actual kickoff of the new DCU. We have Superman Legacy. So we have no information about this movie. So as you guys know, at the moment I'm doing my pitching my James Gunn's DCU I'm just on my Batman movie, and they did announce a Batman movie. So I would probably have to rewrite that and redo the thumbnails and everything. Or I'll figure it out, because I still want to continue that series, because there's still a bunch of stuff that they haven't announced that I really want them to do. So I'll still do that series. I just might need to take some time for me to actually redo it, because I'm kind of redoing this stuff as this stuff comes out. So the fact that we have Superman Legacy, I think that that's really cool. I think that it's interesting that we don't have any idea of the villain or the cast. We just have the film title, and this is coming in 2025. Now, this is a great idea to plug something that's going to happen next year. So next year, my whole family, well, my side of the family, so like my mum, my dad, my brother, and me, are going to San Diego around the time that Comic-Con's happening. So I'm going to go one day just with the family, and then if DC's on another day, like on the day that we're not going, I'm going to go there specifically for DC, and when that's done, I'll get some more news on some franchises and stuff that I really, really like. So don't worry, you'll see me talking more about this DC stuff in the future, but at the moment, I'm just going off these announcements. And then the other thing is a live-action TV series called Lanterns with Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan's Green Lanterns. Now, it's a space cop kind of show, which is very, very interesting to me. I think that it's going to be hard, especially for the series for me. Not because I don't like shows. It's because that in Australia, we don't have HBO Max. So I'm trying to get Peacemaker on DVD. The shops have it now. I've just been holding out to get it, because I'm like, I need to get this. I also need to get the rest of my DC CW shows. I need to get Superman and Lois. I need to get all these different DC TV shows, and even the Marvel shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter and that sort of stuff, and Daredevil. I'm trying to get Peacemaker. I am. But I think that'll be really interesting. I think that, but this next one is kind of interesting to me too. So, Authority, which is a film. So, now again, I know nothing about this. I think that's very interesting that we're getting more of the unknown, like crazy James Gunn stuff, which two things after this, we'll get to one of those crazy James Gunn out there, things like a Guardians of the Galaxy. Next is a live action TV series called Paradise Lost. Basically what that is basically stuff which is basically a Game of Thrones type series, but it's of Atlantis. No, not Atlantis. Themyscira. Oh my god. The place where Wonder Woman's from. I think you would have to have something with Wonder Woman in there, because of how that place is tied so hard into Wonder Woman. It's hard not to have her in that series. So I think that you would have to have her, I'm not saying have her in every episode having a main role, but just basically maybe Diana's mother is occasionally going home and needs to put Diana to bed or something, or tells her a story about like this fictional story, but it's actually really what happened in the episode. Something like that. So I think that that'll be an interesting way to go for it. So the number 9 is Batman the Brave and the Bold. Now, I only know the animated series, but I think it's really interesting because we're finally getting a live action Robin since Batman and Robin, which is not really that great unless you grew up with it like me. that realizes that it's not a good film, it's just cheap. It's just ridiculous to watch. It's just a really fun time to watch. But I think that seeing Damian Wayne on screen except for Dick Grayson is a really fascinating idea, because this film is going to build with the Bat family. So I think that if you get Batman, Robin, Damian's Robin, Red Hood, Nightwing, Batgirl, and I don't know if Catwoman counts as the Bat family. I presume that she would at times, but like, even if you have a Catwoman, that would be very, very cool. I would love that. So I think that that's very, very cool. And the next thing is Booster Gold. Now, this is one of those crazy, like, James Gunn, Guardians of the Galaxy type things. Apparently he's a loot. When he comes from, he's a loser. Sounds very much like Venom.
Eddie, where I come from, I am a loser, just like you.
It's ridiculous. But he needs to make himself look heroic. So I think that that's very interesting. Now, this next thing is also interesting, which is crazy. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Now, this is based on a comic, which I am curious to read, because I love Supergirl. I also love Melissa Benoist's version of Supergirl. I would want her to portray her on the big screen. But if she doesn't want to do it, I get it. Because even though I might like the actress that plays Supergirl in the Flash movie that's coming out this year, I don't think she would be continuing on. So I think that if you got Melissa back, you would have to change the costume, and you would have to change a bit of the origin. So you could go like, this is totally different than what I know from the show. And then we have Swamp Thing. I need to watch the Swamp Thing movies and the series. I've heard good things about it. I'm really excited to see it. But we do have a film about Swamp Thing coming out. So, after Supergirl. So I think that that's very interesting. And I might as well say it here, but the other news for DC is that the Batman sequel does have a title. It's called The Batman Part 2, and the release date is October 3rd, 2025, apparently. So, very excited about that. Need more Batman. But yes. So, I guess the only thing is, are they not replacing Margot Robbie as Harley, or are they not replacing Wonder Woman? I would presume not. Again, so many questions are still being asked and still need being answered. So, guys, please hit the like button down below if you haven't already. Hit subscribe, also hit the little bell icon to notify future videos I make. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon.